First look is incomplete.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They'll run for it. Chubb. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Watson off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be caught by Darden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
In motion is Grant. From the red zone now, Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
No score after one on EA Sports. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. On play action, Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd and 12, Watson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cooper will come in motion right. On first down, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion is Grant. Watson looks to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They go right back to Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 44 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills. Jamison Crowder from 19 yards away.
And the Bills have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion is Grant. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Cooper, the man in motion right. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
In motion is Grant. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That is complete downfield to Knox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On play action, Allen. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to break our 4th quarter tie.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
To throw, Watson. And that's complete to Grant. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Watson to throw.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now Watson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion is Grant.
Watson.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
In motion is Grant. Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Back to throw. Allen going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Well,